what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Techwood Solutions. I have Lenny here, and I actually had someone that knocked at my door and pitched me the idea of investing in solar, and that it would actually appreciate the value of my house. I thought I could take this opportunity and, speaking with Lenny and asking a not only professional real estate agent, but actual professional real estate investor, does investing in solar, as in solar panels, actually appreciate the overall value of your house? Again, something that I do want you guys to take into consideration is that we do live in Arizona, so I'm not too sure if that would have an influence on that, but what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it does in other states, but I'm guessing it's probably very similar.
Yeah.
And we have more sun here than when most states do.
Yeah.
So I would guess that in other states that would be less sunny as ours, it would probably be even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, with as much sun as we have here, I don't know, we have 360 days of sun here or something like that. A tremendous amount of sun. So, does solar make sense? Absolutely, in a certain part. Does it increase the value of your house? That's your question.
Yeah.
The short answer to that is no.
Okay.
So there's two ways to do solar. There's either to purchase it outright or to lease it, which is the most common. Those guys knock on your door, that's what they want. They don't want to sell it to you, they want you to lease it, and their whole spiel is, look, it's zero down, right? It's not going to cost you anything, and you're going to have a monthly payment, and it's going to be less than your electric bill. That's great. But in the real estate market side, when it comes to real estate side, it does not increase the value. As a matter of fact, if it's a leased solar system, it decreases the value of your home. Buyers are looking at it as a liability on the house, not as an asset, because there's a monthly payment associated with it. When you're qualifying for a home to purchase it, there's what they call DTI, right, or debt to income ratio, that you have to qualify for the house. When you have a solar system, that solar payment is added to your debt to income ratio, like your house payment or a car payment or anything.
Yeah.
When you don't have solar, there's that, say it's a $200 a month payment, it doesn't matter. You can be paying the solar or the power company $200 a month. They don't count that against you. But when you have solar on your house and there's a payment set to it, they do count that against you. So buyers are looking at it going, look, I'm buying this house and I have a liability of $200 a month right off the bat that I'm going to have forever. Well, not necessarily forever. Most solar leases are 15 to 20 years. But buyers are looking at it going, no, I don't want that. So it's harder to sell a house because sometimes they can't qualify. Right?
Yeah.
That $200 a month puts them over their debt to income ratio, and it doesn't allow them to purchase the house. Or they're looking at it going, look, I'm committed to $200 a month. I'm very conservative on my electricity. I'm going to turn off all the lights. I'm only going to have my air conditioner at 85 degrees or whatever it is. I don't use that much power, so I don't want to be stuck to paying $200 a month. So that's what people are looking at as far as reduction of value on the house. Now, if you paid for it, but most solar systems are pretty expensive, right? $30,000 to $60,000 typically. So if you paid that, right, wrote a check for that, first of all, you got to ask yourself, how long am I going to be in the house, and how much is my electric bill every month? How long is it going to take to pay for that $30,000 or $60,000 check I just wrote?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. But on the value as far as real estate is concerned, people are looking at it going, look, I don't care that they spent $30,000 or $60,000. Yeah, okay, it's worth $5,000 to me, maybe.
Yeah. Because
they're going, look, I have to maintain it now. I have to make sure that it's good. It's only going to have a lifespan of so many years, so it's not really a big asset to me. So unfortunately, that's what's going on, at least in the Arizona real estate market with solar. It really is not adding value. I never recommend people adding it to add value to their house.
Yeah.
It's just not doing that.
And I think after hearing your explanation when it comes down to that, that's really not something that I ever understood. It's, when they do have the lease or buy option, I understood that if you buy it, and I was quoted to cost anywhere from like $50,000 to $70,000. So to think, first of all, I'm moving like every 2 years, right? So in that aspect, it would not be in my benefit. But I'm also not the traditional type of maybe person that's buying a house. But even on top of that, thinking about the ROI, and like you said, okay, well, how much am I spending in electricity a month? And based off of the difference, how much is it saving me actually a month? And knowing that they only last anywhere from like 10 to 20 years, is that ROI and the hassle of maintaining that even in your best interest? So the overall opportunity cost, is it even something worthwhile?
Correct, yeah, exactly. And in most cases, it's not. In Phoenix metro area, the average is like 4 years that people move. Every 4 years. So it's not just you, it's everybody as a
Wow.
whole. The
Okay.
average is 4 years. So for most people, as you take the average, it just doesn't make sense. They're there for 4 years. It doesn't matter if they pay $10,000 for the system or $60,000 or $70,000. It doesn't matter. When you average that cost based on what your power is in that house, it just doesn't make sense to do it.
Yeah.
You're not getting it back. Now, it would be a different story if it increased the value of your house by $70,000,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
if you're looking at it truly from a real estate standpoint, solar is not the way to do it.
Is there ever a time, last question, is there ever a time that it's actually worth investing into solar?
The only time that I see is if you're somewhere that's like off the grid, right? So you don't
Okay.
have power to your house and you're running off of a generator or something, then solar definitely makes
It brings
sense.
a lot of value to the table, right? Rather than
Yeah.
not having any solar. But
So solar is great for that. If you want to
Yeah.
build way out in the mountains or something, right? You're fantastic. Somewhere they don't have power lines to the property.
Yeah.
Or let's say maybe they could get power lines to your property, but it costs $50,000 for the power company to get power lines there. Well, you can spend $10,000 and get solar panels, and you're good. You're self-sufficient. You're self-sustaining.
yeah.
Which in that case, great. But if you're in like Phoenix Metro or any metro area where power and everything's there, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I just don't think solar is as appreciated as what it comes at a cost for.
Right.
Right.
It's just anything green, right? Anything renewable, anything recycled costs more. It's the same thing. Now, if you want to be that way,
they still bought a Tesla.
but I still bought a Tesla. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you want to be that way, but Tesla's no different, right?
True.
It's
yeah.
more expensive than a traditional car.
It is. Yep.
So, but you don't have to, pay for gas, which is nice, and all those things. But yeah, absolutely, it's still more expensive. Anytime you're doing any of those green recycle type things, it always costs more,
Definitely even vegan.
right?
I've learned that, yeah, awesome burger ain't that awesome when it comes down to the price. But all right, guys, I hope that you guys learned something new. If you guys did, don't forget to smash that like button. Lenny, again, is absolutely killing all these Q&As. So if you have any questions about how to get started, please feel free to share that down in the comments section, and I'll make sure that both Lenny and I, to the best of our abilities, answer that question on our next video. If you guys haven't joined Lenny's team when it comes down to his free investing group, that's going to be that first link down below. Again, it's a very small group where he just gets connected with very like-minded individuals investing in the real estate market or wanting to become a real estate agent. So if you would like to join that, that's going to be that first link down below. Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I appreciate it. Like I said, let us know any other videos you want us to answer for you, and we'll definitely do it.
All right, take it easy, team.